formation lap has started.
The voice of the race director there, letting us all know that the green flag is moments away. Welcome back, everyone. It's been a little while since we last saw each other. Hope you're doing okay. We've got lots of new things in store this week to kick off the first episode in the Road to Gold series. Berland has been hard at work off camera, learning to drive the LMP3 cars, and he's put in a respectable 9th overall and 2nd in class for his debut ELMS sprint race. Both he and Engelmann on pole have chosen identical liveries, but if you keep your eyes on the inside car, that's Berland, who will be hoping for a strong start, as there is a potential win at stake today. Everyone's in position. It's time to get this race underway. All eyes are on the lights.
Green flag, go. Green flag.
Left side. Still there. Still there. He's still there. Clear left.
Turn 1 couldn't have been better for Berland. He's managed to sneak round the outside and into the lead. He's looking really tidy through here, even going as far as sticking with the much quicker LMP2 class. Bonkers!
Good start. Well done, Tim. Car left, clear left. Yellow flag, watch out.
Berland is starting to put a bit of clear air between him and P2. This is probably a good time to explain the voice you are hearing in the car. That's Jim, who is Berland's race engineer. He keeps the driver up to date on everything as the race progresses, which allows the driver to focus on the driving. Something else that's new is the ban on tyre warmers in these silver races. Berland will be experiencing lower levels of grip at the end of the opening lap. It's usually a couple of laps before they can be fully pushed.
The gap to P2 behind is now 1.6. Yellow flag in sector 3. Green flag in sector 3. It looks like Brandt has gone off in Le Mans. You're now in the lead. Muleta has just retired. Left side, clear left.
This is unbelievable! Berland has actually overtaken one of the LMP2 backmarkers, Lapatina, but a second LMP2 is in the mix now, and Lefebvre in the black and green is looking much quicker. This should really help you visualize the speed difference between the classes. And just like that, in the space of 2 short corners, Lefebvre has come from a second behind to being well clear in front. It's a good job they aren't racing each other, really, isn't it? Berland getting a little too far over the curb there. Thankfully, it doesn't look to have slowed him by much. If any, he's still leading the LMP3 class with nearly 5 minutes gone already.
Right side, clear right. leading.
The gap back to Engelmann in second is holding pretty steady. It fluctuates between a second to a second and a half. Watching them both so far, it appears Berland is stronger in Sector 1, but Engelmann is much quicker in Sector 3. This could end up being a deciding factor, depending on how the traffic goes. This is where Berland is losing the time. He's very nervous round Sunset Bend. If you thought the bumps here were bad in a GT3, it's like flipping a coin every lap in a prototype car. It really does throw the car around if you get the line wrong, and Engelmann appears to have a better path dialed in than Berland does.
That's the best lap in your class. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 1. Incident in Sector 1, yellow flag. Green flag Sector 1. Sector 2 is now green. Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
Engelmann is within less than a second of Berland. Oh, and what's this? We've got an LMP2 car on the grass. It's Machine and he looks to be really struggling. Oh dear, get it back facing the right way.
Green flag Sector 3, coming up on a slower class car. Engel is gaining on you. The gap's now 0.6. They're quicker than you, on your right. Clear right. Yellow flag Sector 1. We can see Bourne has crashed in. Christensen. Green flag Sector 1.
They've been clear of traffic for a few corners now. Engelmann is in a great position at the end of this lap. He's less than a second back, and I expect that gap to be halved again by the start of lap 5 as they both accelerate hard for the line. Engelmann clocks the fastest lap. Let's watch from his onboard to see if he can pressure Berland into a mistake.
Incident Sector 3, yellow flag. It looks like, oh, it's gone off in Gen Debian. We've had a cut warning. Keep it tidy, please, Tim. That's 20 minutes to go. Don't be distracted. Defend your position.
That was a tense lap. Engelmann was almost within striking distance a couple of times. It looks like Berland has done enough to hold on for the time being. We have just passed 1/3 of race distance. We've still got 20 minutes to go, which was a whole race in the last series. Oh, as Engelmann makes a mistake! Berland is going to be breathing a huge sigh of relief that will take some of that pressure away. For how long, though? Who knows? He just needs to stay consistent.
Coming up on a slower car.
Berland is hoping that he can pass this GT3 back marker before they reach sunset. Otherwise it could get tricky. He's flashed his lights to let Hemery know he's there. He should be letting both cars through, really. Berland moves to the in. What the? It's a total wipeout. Hemery turned in like he wasn't there. Berland will be absolutely livid with him for a stunt like that.
Got a tiny bit of bodywork damage there, just ignore it. Green flag, Sector 3. Sector 1 is green.
I need to see that from another angle. Let me get the replay up on screen. Regardless of who is at fault here, that will have almost certainly cost Berland the win here today. His tyres will have huge flat spots now, which will make driving on the limit that much more difficult. He's going to need to focus on making it to the end.
Sector 1 is clear.
Oh, and it's turned into a double disaster for Berland. This is what I was talking about after a spin like he's had. It's going to take some patience to bring those tyres back into their operating window. He's managed to get it going again. The rear looks damaged but intact, which is more than can be said about the gap to Engelmann. What a shame.
He won't see the blue flag because he's racing us for position.
Try as he might, things remained exactly the same for Berland for the second half of the race. So this is the closing stages of the final lap. He's taking P2, but oh, what could have been?
Yellow flag in Sector 3. It looks like Lefebvre has stacked it in Le Mans.
Out of Sunset Bend for the final time to take second place. Not the worst LMP3 debut for him by any means.
Okay, pit stop requested. We're on the podium. Good drive. Nice one, Tim.
Let's take a quick look at the overall results, and it was quite a mixed bag today. Only half of the LMP2 class made it to the end of the race. C. Hayes taking the overall win. Engelmann finished 5th overall and won the LMP3 category. Crazily enough, 3 drivers from the GT3s managed to beat out the rest of the prototypes, rounding out the top 10, which brings us to the conclusion of our first silver race of the series. There's plenty more reports to come, as Berlin did the race 4 times in total this week, twice in the prototype and twice in the Porsche. I hope you managed to absorb all of the changes. If you have any questions about what some of the new things are, please let me know in the comments below. So that leaves me with one final mission to accomplish. I'm off to find Jim the race engineer and see if I can beat him in a beer drinking contest. Wish me luck! Until next time, take care.